در روز یکشنبه 26
On Sunday, October 18, 2015, a summit was held at the Center for Strategic Studies in the capital city of Tehran.
واقع در تهران برگزار شد. این جلسه
Being called at the request of the Iranian president, the meeting was convened with an intention to reach practical solutions towards the organization of the Iranian underground music.
در این جلسه
An aggregate of representatives from the Iranian Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance, a group of music experts, and a number of envoys from the Iran Chamber of Commerce were present at this assembly whom in turn offered and argued their views regarding the subject.
در ابتدای این جلسه
At first, one of the music experts began his commentaries by pointing out the crucial necessity for the cultural policymakers to recognize the realm of the Iranian underground music. He recommended that a negligent attitude towards the underground music will turn it into a threat which would ultimately put the psychological well-being of the cultural consumer in Iran at risk. He then continued by indicating a number of factors he believed to have contributed to the emergence and growth of underground music in Iran. Among those factors, he referred to the swift expansion of satellite television in Iran, the rapid rate at which the Internet is penetrating the society, the wide accessibility of new technologies, a desire for diversity among Iranian youths, and finally, the restrictions on the publication of musical work in Iran. Next, a representative from the Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance began his speech by asserting the revitalizing effects of music, as well as a substantial demand for it in today's Iranian society. He also admitted in agreement with the music expert that by employing restrictive measures, the government should not dampen down the high spirits of the society. He added that by denying a matter, one should not give way for the arts to go underground, which in turn would bring about horrific costs and losses.
و تاوان سهمگینی به همراه خواهد داشت.
Referring to the frail condition of the Iranian basket of cultural goods, he then argued the urgency for practical speculations in order to transform the threat of the underground music into a fresh opportunity, and thus prevent the loss of musical resources in the country. In conclusion, the representative from the Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance urged the attendees to carry out actions to put an end to the so-called underground arts and therefore avoid it from becoming a subject of criminality. In the remainder of this session, another music expert referred to underground music as a music which is simply uninformed about the compliance mechanisms in line with structures of the Iranian society, hence missing the opportunity to enter the distribution network. He proposed, by equipping the underground music makers with a set of skills and general knowledge, one could approximate them towards the median social and cultural norms, and prevent the loss of the nation's musical opportunities accordingly. Afterwards, it was turn for one of the envoys from the Iran Chamber of Commerce. He first began his comments by criticizing the inadequacies of the Iranian Cultural Revolution front in past years. He argued that the inclination of Iranian audiences towards foreign satellite television is a direct result of such deficiency. He continued his remarks by drawing attention to the competency of the Iranian cultural entrepreneurs in fabricating cultural commodities of outstanding and enticing qualities, claiming this to be an effective device against the cultural aggression of the satellite media. The envoy from the Chamber of Commerce subsequently called upon the government to essentially trust in cultural entrepreneurs from the private sector, promising as a result, the manufacture of Iranian Islamic cultural brands with a potential for an international appeal.
در پایان این جلسه
Towards the end of the session, the representative from the Ministry of Culture and Islamic Guidance pointed out the limitations of the funding resources available to the government. He declared that by inviting the owners of ideas and capital, the government has a mandate to give back the cultural custody of the society to the people. He also called upon cultural entrepreneurs to enable access to legal music via authorized channels, by means of a commitment to Sharia law, and obedience to ethical principles and Islamic codes of conduct. He advised entrepreneurs to prevent the arts from going underground, by taking up arrangements such as emphasizing excellent and meritorious music, and avoiding the politicization of it.
از زیرزمینی شدن هنر جلوگیری کنند.
This representative finally expressed his hope for an increase in the local production of cultural goods, which would eventually not only enable the saturation of Iranian society, but also allow the export of Iranian Islamic culture across the world.
در روز شنبه
On Saturday, January 16, 2016, in response to the meeting at the Center for Strategic Studies and along with instructions from a number of individuals in the Chamber of Commerce, as well as a few music experts, a group of cultural entrepreneurs established a non-profit Institute for Culture and the Arts, calling it Future Islam. The catalog of the organization reads as follows.
کاتالوگ این مجموعه است.
اسلام-آتی مؤسسه‌ای غیر انتفاعی است که
Future Islam is a non-profit organization which has stepped into existence with a transcendental ambition. Having faith in the belief that serving the Islamic Republic of Iran is a value, Future Islam is in pursuit of triumphing progression and excellence for Iranian art and culture. Future Islam is aware of a need in society for joy, together with peace of mind, in response to an urgent necessity as such. Future Islam has entered the realm of culture, to engage with as great an audience as possible. Future Islam believes that cultivating young talents from within the field of Iranian art and culture enables the offering of the best of cultural commodities and services, and accordingly, empowering the uprising against the assault of the cultural aggression. Future Islam has set itself an agenda of committing to Islamic principles and preserving the Iranian code of ethics, in an attempt to establish a space of convenience and safety for the consumer of the cultural goods. With a tendency to refuse the politicization of the arts and an emphasis on excellent and meritorious art, Future Islam will move toward the coordination of musical resources according to the frameworks of the Islamic Iranian society. By utilizing the most invigorating forces in society, and employing means corresponding to new technologies, Future Islam aspires not only to achieve a state of cultural self-sufficiency, but with the help of God Almighty, it also strives for the export of Islamic Iranian art to the rest of the world.